Come on, bud. Okay. Cool. So, I don't actually know if it was recording or streaming anything I just did for the past 10 minutes. So, in case it didn't, hi, I'm MTF Print. I like to make stuff. I like to try and help other people make stuff and learn about making other stuff. And there's a lot of making and stuff. And I'm making a makeup brush holder for my mom for Christmas because she has like a little cup one, and I'm gonna make her a cup but more circular. And I've never done the face cam thing before, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm looking here, then I'm looking over there, and my actual screen's right here, so I've got a little bit of learning to do myself on a few things. But the point is, there's a very good chance I was just streaming to nothing. So here's where we're at so far. I have set parameters for the first circle and a wall. First circle, wall, and then I used half of a circle. And then actually, I might just be able to show you. Yeah, okay, so I made a full circle. And then cut out the top. I made these diagonals. I mirrored the diagonal off of this construction line. Filleted the edges. Added more walls, and then extended both of these lines. That's where we're at currently, right now, as it stands. Yeah. So, I think, oh yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, this is going actually relatively easy. So I think what I want to do is I'm just going to extrude everything up, or I'm going to extrude this stuff down. Extrude negative should probably only be like 3. Let me just extrude this stuff up. And we gotta see how big we want this to be. I figured... Here's what I figured. I figured we do this in 2 goes. First go, we make taller. The second go, we make shorter. First go... we'll make 100, I guess. The second go, we'll make... let's see. That, yeah, your calipers. I understand your battery is dying. That's not my fault. Actually, that's entirely my fault, and I'm sorry I did this to you. So... that's 100. That's 65. The question is, I don't have a makeup brush to know what the regular size is. And I think that's where the problem's coming in. Because I have a problem when I design things and then I print them that I don't know how big they need to be. I have object permanence problems. So, I think that's right. You know what? I think we'll go 120 and 75. Actually, there's nothing saying... There's nothing saying this needs to be the same height on both. No, 75. Because then... Let me just edit this sketch. Then I've got 2 here. And if I just bring this up like 20 mil. That should be fine. Or 30 mil rather, I guess. So it's 75, 30, 45. Is 45 good, big enough? Probably. Most likely. We'll call it good. We'll call it good at a 20. I think that's all I need for that sketch. Then the other thing that I want to do is I want to make a pattern on the outside and maybe on the inside, but then I want to make like netting on the inside, if that makes sense, so that like the brushes like catch like that, so that they can't like slide all over the place. I think probably. I should probably make a thing right here. Lines, 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 lines. D for dimension. A sketch. Extrude. Distance to object. I'm sorry I offended you, Fusion. Why is it... Oh, did they change something? It used to be you could do 2 object and use a face. That's interesting. I wanna chamfer these a little bit. Make them look pretty. Oh yeah. Oh, that's looking way nice. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing I'm only going to be able to do that probably in a weird way. Let's just try these for now. Fill it these. I just want like a 2 mil fillet. I don't even want a massive fillet. Okay. Can I do these? All right, cool. So I know I can do them. All right, so here's where this comes in. So then you just hit this little plus if you want to add stuff. 1 mil fillet. Plus 1 mil fillet. Cool. That's looking pretty good, actually. Edit feature. Let's just keep going. Curious why it doesn't do the outside. Is there a reason it's not doing that? I just do this on its own? What did I just happen? I'm scared to touch anything. uh... There we go. All right. Now let's play Why Aren't You Filleting? Will you fill it by yourself? Yes, you will. Will you fill it by yourself? Yes, you will. Now, will you fill it by yourself? Yes, you will. I love it when a plan comes together. Just like that, everything is round. Beautiful. Probably. Kind of. I don't know. So, I guess I should work on this netting. Actually, I think I got a pretty good way to do that. So I think I'm going to try and make a construction plane up here and then emboss straight up. I'm going to make a grid and just emboss it straight up. And then that should work. Probably. Construct offset plane. We want it to be here. I'm going to bring that straight up. So I know where it's covering. We'll rename our sketches while I'm thinking about it. Base sketch, and I didn't mean to edit the sketch. I wanted to rename the sketch. I think divider is spelled incorrectly, but I can't think of that right now. Yeah. Then if we make our sketch on here, and we project this, okay, that, all right, that, and that. Did I project 2, 3? Get rid of our bodies so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Now we're just gonna make like a grid. Cool. All right, so yeah, I think we're just gonna try and make a grid. $25. $25 looks pretty good, right? Let's do 25. 25, 25. Let's make it like actually what we should do is make it like up here-ish to ensure the most grittiness of it. Rectangle, center rectangle. 25. 25 by 25, not 15. Then if we just make a rectangular pattern, spacing. Huh. See, that's kind of what I want, honestly. Kind of wish you could like edit a rectangular pattern, or at least I don't know how to do it, so that'd be convenient as all hell. All right, so we got our directions. We want that to be asymmetrical. We got put that to 8. Seven. And this put to, we don't need that to be 8. We can, that'll work. Our spacing, pretty much the same thing. I'd like that. Nope. All right, that's a little bit more uniform looking. I'm not unhappy with that. I can rock that. I think I can rock that. Or it'll just... What happens if I do this? It gets shorter. All right, much more manageable. Hello, new friends. In case you're wondering, we're making a makeup brush holder, but it's a Christmas gift, so shh. That'll work. Let's see. That there. Why? Am I crazy, or should that should be above? Oh wait, where's the actual? Oh, that is above. I'm just having a stroke. All right, so what we're making is I want to make pockets that can catch the stuff on the inside, so they don't like fly around everywhere or like fall. So we can get rid of the construction. Then I guess we can do click on all the stuff on the inside, which is probably not the optimal way to do this, but Yeah. And for some reason, I started clicking to the tune of Cruel Angel's Thesis from Evangelion. I don't know why that entirely just started happening. We can leave that one. Yeah, all right. Do that. Body. Create. Did I just do that in reverse? I want the negative space. Yeah, okay, yeah, I want the negative space. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called embossing, and what that's going to do is it's going to take your completely flat plane, and it's going to put it onto your 3D model. And embossing is to bring something up, and debossing is to cut into. So when we emboss it, we're going to try and just make walls, essentially a lot of walls. So should be okay. So create emboss, even though it says emboss, you can select emboss or deboss from the menu. And it's going to have 3 selected since we selected our negative space. Emboss is selected. On our faces, we want you. Oh, am I going to have to do this 3 separate times? Oh, no. Can I? I am going to have to do this 3 separate times. That's super annoying. All right, that's fine. Let's see, negative space, create, emboss, face, that face. We'll just do it by 5 mils. That should be enough, right? 5 mils. 10 mils. Here's the problem where I really, what is the actual distance of these? So we can press D for dimension to check the distances of things, or, well, I guess we could if we were in sketch mode. We are not in sketch mode, so we can click on this nice little ruler and check that. That's only a 5 mil gap. That's still pretty thick, though. I think we're gonna give this one more college try. We're gonna edit this sketch. And there's no real way to edit that. All right. Fine, let's just redo it. If you're gonna be a pain in my ass, we're just gonna redo it. I got rid of my projection. Project, you. Bam. Get rid of that body. Rectangle, center rectangle. And actually, we're going to do the squares a little bit smaller too. 20 by 20. And why is YouTube freaking out? Oh, I actually have some people watching me. Hello. How do I fix this? I just got cocky. Fix that. Fix that. So we're making Christmas gifts. I know, it's exciting. We're going to do a rectangle. We're going to immediately forget everything that I did to make this. Spacing, extend. So if our square is... Hi, what's up, Jason? I'm making, I gotta lean in close. So, my mom has like an old makeup brush holder. It's like a little can. And I've been telling her for a while that I will eventually get around to, you know, maybe I'll make her a new one. So I figure for Christmas, I'm gonna make her a slightly fancy one, or at least fancy for what I'm doing. So I'm making a makeup brush holder, and what I'm working on right now is the, I wanted to have slots on the bottom so it can actually catch the brushes, and they don't, like, when you put them in, they just won't slide off or like anything like that. So that's what I'm doing. Or trying to do. I've been trying to do this for like 10 minutes. But, you know, designing stuff is more of an art than a science. Or that might be baking. Yeah, same thing. All right, so spacing, if I want my distance to be 3 millimeter, I figured this out a long time ago and I forgot. The square is 20, and I need a 3 millimeter distance. 26? 21.5. 21.5. So I think it when you hit spacing for your rectangular pattern, and I can't prove this, but I think what it does is it takes your middle point of your object, so your square, and you'll have to forgive me, this is the first time I've streamed with a camera, so I've got my screen, my camera, and then OBS. When you do a rectangular pattern, if I have a square like I do here, it's going to take the size of your square, which will be 20 millimeters, your other size of your square, which is also 20 millimeters, and it's going to go from the midpoint of each. So you're going to go 10, 10, and that's going to be 20. And then the gap that you want to have, you have to add on to that. $21.5. So if I go... Sup? Is it 23? We're going to sacrifice squares to find this out. So luckily, now that we are in a sketch, I can press D for dimension. Yeah, okay, I was right. I was right. I just doubted myself. All right. Dope. All right, so project. No, don't project. Don't project anything. We know where we're at. Don't change anything. 20, 20, 20. Spacing. Quantity. I don't know. 6. Symmetric. Distance. 23. 23. We're set. 8. What I meant was 10. And then same thing. Distance 23. Preferably in the other direction. Negative 23. And then we're just going to fill out the number to get whatever grid we want. Not that much. Just make sure everything is set. Stoop, 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 stoop. Looking pretty all right. Fusion. Please don't break when I do this. I know you like to sometimes. But I love you, and I want you to know I love you. I missed the button. Okay, good. Yeah, me and Fusion don't get along sometimes. All right, so now we have our grid. This is all just to make a grid. And I am not an expert on this. I am very amateur with it, but I want to help other people who are also amateur feel better about themselves, which I feel like you can do if you watch me make stuff. Because I end up making really cool stuff, but it takes art to do it. So, this is all for our grid. We already have the thing. This is just to make an emboss grid. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the negative space on each of these sections. Please, can we grab the negative space? There we go. And we got to do these one at a time from the looks of it. I think everyone has that prayer. Do you save these live streams? YouTube should save them as a video. Why are my lights flickering? Cool, that's going to be neat. YouTube saves them as a video. So I have a couple other live streams that I've streamed on YouTube, and they should be saved. And then I have previous live streams from Twitch that are just the worst. But I made like the Wii Sports equipment stuff for like Transformers and a couple other neat stuff. But I didn't have any settings right, so you can't really hear me. What was it doing? Okay, negative space. All right, so we're going to take our negative space. We're going to re-highlight our body. And we're going to try to emboss this. So create, emboss, and emboss is to create onto, deboss is to cut from. We're just gonna... What? Did I have a stroke? I was able to do this through this before. All right. Oh, that's why, because I'm select faces. All right. Okay, we're seeing it. That's good. Now we just need to figure out how tall we want to come up. Because all it's going to be, let's say this is the bottom of our makeup brush. I don't want it to, like, when she puts it in, just like slip out, you know, where it'll like get crap all over. I don't know how a lot of that works. It just sounds like it's messy. So I wanted to create like a catch. So it'll like catch on a corner and just like kind of stay there. You know what I mean? So I want to figure out how tall that I gotta be. Oh, it's getting cold, dude. Power goes out. This is gonna be perfect. So, what about a tray underneath? I could. So, okay, so here's the thing. 3mm is about that. That's not a whole hell of a lot. Especially because a lot of these have rounded, and that's the problem. They have rounded bottoms. So I'm thinking about that, probably. About 8 would be a good. My only problem with 3D designing, or I guess 3D modeling in general, I have terrible object TPU. I am not using TPU. 6 was good. I originally thought about 6, but it was too big. Yeah, so I live in an apartment and I am not using TPU because it is my printer's in my living room and I will die. I just don't want that burnt rubber smell. I'm super sensitive to smells and stuff. Also, burnt rubber's probably not the best. But point is, I have terrible object permanence, so I can't tell the size of things based on 3D modeling them. I'll think, oh yeah, this will fit, and then it'll be like too big or too small, unless I've measured it or used like a canvas photo or something like that. So I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, so I don't want to undershoot. I'll overshoot all damn day. Oh no, it is. It's super fun. I love learning through breaking things. I firmly believe I'm of the school of there are no stupid questions, and the only way you're going to learn is by doing it. And, you know, 10 hours into a print, something breaks. It's good learning. Point is, this is going to be it. You'll have to forgive me. I tend to go off on tangents a lot. Go really deep. They could be more like separator rather than a catch. Well, so these are actually two different heights. Or I guess three, technically. So this wall is taller. These two walls are the same, but these floors are different heights. So that way they can, I'm a welder, and that applies to a lot of stuff. I have welded a little bit. So I'm a CNC operator. And so I run like CNC lasers and stuff right now. So I've learned the very important distinction of too much power versus you just set the thing on fire. I've welded a little bit. I'd like to get a welder. I'd like to do that. All right, so our emboss depth, which I think is funny that emboss is called depth when deboss is literal depth. Oh, geez, man. I'm good. I don't think I'm that good. And then, of course, for, you know, those of us watching that don't know, if you're using Fusion 360 or any 3D modeling software, it is completely normal, encouraged, in fact, rite of passage, to just spin your crap around like 700 times to make sure it looks good. Perfectly normal, perfectly okay, perfectly acceptable. It'll take 6 to 7 hours of your life, but you just want to roll with it. Actually, do want to... Oh, that's why. Okay. I want to catch these buddies. Yeah, I know the Fusion. If you want to start a fight, we can do it. We're in the privacy of my own home, and I do not have guests over. Thank you very much. Oh, is it only going to let me select one face? That's kind of stupid. No, I guess the solution to that is going to be doing this. Edit. We're going to cut these. So that way it is one smooth mashugana. And we'll leave that one. That one's small. I love doing... Thanks, man. I love doing stuff like these because when my friends see what I make, they're like, oh man, you're really good at this. And I'm like, yeah, it takes me forever. And that's perfectly okay. If it takes you a while, it takes you a while. That's cohesive, right? Yeah, that's cohesive. All right, now let's get the negative space. Do the thing we've been trying to do for like half an hour. Did it? Wait. Wait. Oh, I see what happened here. Oh. Oh, okay. It automatically did it. I did not notice. Oh, I'm gonna turn this heat up, dude. It's getting cold. It was like 75 degrees today. Yeah, nice space heater out. All right, so let's just double check. Let's just double check we're actually like making progress. Hey, and OBS isn't even yelling at me. God, this is a good day. And we'll probably... Actually, no, I don't think we're going to fill it or chamfer any of this. I think this should be fine. Cool. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to modify, change parameter. I'm going to make the emboss a parameter. And we'll just call it notch height. Underscore, because if you make a parameter, you have to use an underscore. You cannot use a space. It will not work. And I forget that every time I make a parameter. And it sucks every time I make a parameter. I guess let's do the same thing. Here. Edit this sketch. I just want to get rid of all of the little ones. Like that. Actually, there are no real little ones. That works. So it should just mirror onto that side. All right, bet. Let's go round 2. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to edit feature, depth, notch height. So now if I want to change, when I do all of the notch heights like this, if I want to change them all without going through edit, emboss, edit, sketch, any of that, I can just change the parameter and it will change in real time. So now, same thing, create, emboss, around here. It automatically went to 8. I didn't know it would do that. That's interesting. Notch height. And you know what? We like it so much. We're going to do it again. And I think we can right click, repeat emboss. Go to our faces. There. Oh, you bastard. You can't save notch height. All right. Notch height. All right, what do we think? How do we think it's looking so far? I think it's looking pretty good. Kind of digging it. All right, here, let's just take a second. Because believe it or not, that might have been the easy part. And I can keep it like that. Because my mom's kind of like minimalistic. She doesn't like a lot of fancy stuff. So if I kept the outside just bland like that, I think she'd be pretty happy with it. But, oh, scooch my butt up. I want to see if I can make like kind of a bumpy. I want a bumpy around. Try it. Give it my best shot. This sketch we'll call No, not edit. Not edit anything about that sketch. That sketch is perfect. It's beautiful. It's gonna get married to someone it loves. It's great. Rename it. Grid sketch. All right. We're going to use the same construction plane. And we're going to do pretty much everything we just did. But we want the outside. Rid of the bodies. I don't know why, but this looks like a super... Why does that look like the top half of a gingerbread man? You know, we're just kind of like, yay! It looks like it's excited to see you, you know what I mean? This is food for thought. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if this is possible, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make an arc. A 3-point arc. A really tiny 3-point arc. Like that. All right. Now I don't know if I can do it in Sketch. But all right, let's see. Let's do this together. Circular pattern. No. Rectangular pattern, no. Conic curve, spline, slot. Okay. So I think the answer is no. Which is then going to get real interesting. Because my sketch is done. All right. We're going to extrude that bump. We're going to start at the bottom. And we're going to come up. Oh. They changed something in Fusion. They changed how it auto clicks or something. And I shouldn't have curved that side. Yeah, I might have to uncurve that side. Edit. Boy, it would be so nice if they showed me which one was which. Definitely not the 7. That's you. That's you. Cancel. Is it you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess I can change it and see what. Okay, it's this one. All right, cool. But it's not? Oh, all right. I lied. It is not that one. Is it this one? Okay, it is this one. All right, so we can just make. Oh, that's why it's counting as. All right, I remember what happened. Got so held up in the grid stuff. Why is Sketch 4 screwed up? Edit Sketch. That's fine. We can actually get rid of this. That's all we really need. Actually, no, we can't. I lied. That's fine. We can just re-project everything. I'm not worried about that. Bodies. Create. Project. Project. Really only need this. Okay. Finish that sketch. Nope. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but Fusion will like refuse to let me. I don't know if it's like doing math. I don't know what is going on. But I have to like. There we go. It won't let me select how to edit a thing. It'll get like hung up. It's really weird. Just gonna get rid of this since it's an old one. Body. Great. Arc. 3-point arc. Start you. Do it about 4. Do it about there. All right, I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do the shape on a rail. Probably, hopefully. God, I hope so. All right. E for extrude. Start at the object. Make sure it's the bottom. Distance. Click on the top here. Okay. Something changed, and I don't know why. To object. Distance. There we go. Yeah, Fusion did an update just before I went live, and I think what they changed was some weird stuff, and now the extrude doesn't auto select very well anymore. That's my theory, at least. We want this to be a new body, I think, so that I can select it. Create pattern on path. Crap. Path. All right, we're looking good so far. We've accomplished things. extent, spacing. Again, one side of the arc is 4, and the other side of the arc is 4. That's 2, 2, and if we want 1 mil spacing, so we'll put 3 mils. No, wait. It's not even giving me that option. JK dog. Spacing. Is it giving me that option? Is that what this is? Okay. That is not what that is. Where did they go? Having a stroke, where did they go? All right, whatever. Point is, we need like 50 of them. I don't know. Symmetric. You know what probably would have helped me? If I did symmetric, if I actually put the bump in the middle. Yeah, that probably would have been, that would have been a great move. That would have been a great move on my part. That would have been so smart. You wouldn't even believe it. How smart that would have been. So let's do that. It's because, believe it or not according to this line, it's this green line. Let's do that. So if that's our center, then line, just make a quickie little schmoop. Arc, 3-point arc. That's 2. Guess I just need to be like this, so I can see a little bit better. Create arc, 3-point arc, 4. Probably help if I actually freaking did that right. Arc, 3-point arc, round 7. Fusion does not like this. Oh boy. All right. All right, let's get you out a little bit. Okay, so it really does not like me zooming in that much. Holy cow. It's construction. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just see what happens with that. That, I'm hoping that's just like a graphical thing. Dude. Edit feature. Let's grab this. That'll do the same thing. All right, you little asshole. Guess we can just put it on the inside. Quick fixes. Check this out. Line. Bang. Boom. Bam. Look at that bacon sizzle. Feature. Okay. What? No. YouTube, why are you having a stroke? Oh, that's why. All right, now we can try to make this pattern again. Pattern, pattern on path, bodies, path, symmetric. Let's just go 40 and see what happens. $50, $70, $80. I learned something new. I didn't know I could do that. $85. How far? Okay, about that far. All right, so we got 85 symmetric. So what I want to do before I do any of that, I would like to fillet this. Not by that much. By about that much. And I'd also like to fillet this. By the same amount. Now they line up and they're pretty and everything is fantastic. Pattern, pattern along path, this thing, like this path, path direction, symmetric. I think we selected 85. Top. Why is it? Oh, okay, I see what's happening. I actually wanted to follow this path. There we go. Oh man, I'm learning. Everything's coming together. Oh my god. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Awesome. Oh crap, and that actually looks really good. Oh, that's dope. Dang, son. I'm not mad at that. I'm pretty happy with that. How big is this? Actually, it doesn't matter. I can scale it down regardless. Dang. I'm pretty happy with myself, actually. I mean, it's no, like, Keyblade, but... Make a brush holder. What time is it? No, it's only 6:40. Alright, so we've got... a big cup. What are my parameters currently? Alright, so... 75 wide... Big cup's 120. Big cup's 120. Okay. Then I think I should make these parameters, but I'm not gonna. The one after that's 75. Then the one there is 55. I mean, that should fit 120, 75, and 55. Does that sound like it's gonna fit like pretty much a good size of brushes? Is that good? I don't have brushes. I mean, that'll probably work. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, that's why that's happening. Okay. I think that's good. Now what we're going to do, which I haven't done the entire time, and you should do every single time you mess with this crap, save it. Save it in the middle, save it at the end, save it in the beginning, save it. Always save it. I didn't do that a single time, and I'm going directly to hell for it. For rename that to outside pattern. I think that's good. I think I'm good. Like, all in all, like, yeah, it's basic, but I think she'll actually like it. Yeah. All right. I think that is probably going to do it for me. I wanted to try and get one more thing, but just getting everything set up with this camera and all that took like a half an hour. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I'm looking forward to making more really cool stuff in the future. I'll let you guys know how this turned out, but I gotta kind of be sneaky about it because I'm pretty sure my mom like is subscribed to my YouTube. And hey, if you want to, watch me make more stuff, subscribe to my YouTube. There we go. Selfless plug. Yay. But thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you guys later, and I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday night. See ya.